I'm the Joker, baby. That shit's fucking hilarious.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby.
What the fuck are you guys referencing?
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
Hello.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies. Let's get the fucking energy.
Hello.
Let's fucking go.
I took an anesthetic.
Yeah?
Is that how you say that?
You roofie yourself
I'm
before this?
dumb. Yeah.
Just a straight tranquilizer to the neck. Like, I'm ready to do the show.
Is good.
We're ready for the show. I like you, dude.
Is that old school?
Crazy. You're crazy, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies. This week we
What's up?
watched not another movie for the second week in a row. We watched a TV show.
What was?
Wait, what?
Oh, Black Mirror last week.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
and then
We're on a streak.
there
of-
are too many shows,
There are
guys.
too many shows. But fuck you, it's Nicholas Refn, and if you're a fucking movie fan, you should be a Refn fan.
Nicholas Refn, dude. Who's that?
We just have to like sit stoically like
Wait. You ready?
yep.
All right. This is the Nicholas Refn themed There Are Too Many Movies. You ready?
All right, there you go.
La-di-da-di-doo. I don't know.
No one's gonna know the spit reference if they didn't watch Too Old to Die Young.
You just spit on your
I
floor.
literally just spit on my floor for the sake of
Into
comedy.
the power strip.
It just shuts down the whole show.
We all get electrocuted.
Miles Teller spits in the show a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Doesn't look like he puts a lot of mucus behind it.
Well, it's
Just
probably
sort
a lot
like
of takes,
yeah.
right? He's probably like, for
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of saliva. No, that's I agree. It was like it's like he didn't really have to spit.
No.
But he did.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it though. It was just like this attitude thing, like
Well,
fuck it.
It was every time he was like disgusted by another person's behavior, right?
But also, as a detective, you're leaving evidence everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed-
Exactly.
I was thinking about that too. Just fucking
Maybe he just wanted to. I don't know.
yeah.
Just
Anyways, Too Old to Die Young. Nicholas
Too old to
Refn
die young, guys. All right,
The-
let's
hit the motherfucking
Let's hit
breakdown.
the
of the
die
show.
young.
All right.
Whenever you're ready,
Go ahead and do that.
go ahead. And there it is.
There we go.
So, I think, I mean, it goes without saying, but at this point, if you are a fan of this show, just know we're not going to hold back anything. We're spoilers 100%. So if you haven't seen Too Old to Die Young, go watch the 10-part Amazon series Too Old to Die Young.
It's real
And then-
long, guys.
It's real long.
It's 13 hours.
Yeah. Really?
13 hours.
Damn. I wasn't sure how much because varying
Yeah.
episode lengths. But
Super does not conform to a standardized.
no.
No, the season finale. Okay, so like this episode right before the season finale is 90 minutes,
At least.
and the finale is 30 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, what? When it ended,
Yeah.
I was like, wait. I thought I missed something.
And it's the same pace as the whole show, so I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it. You guys want to kick it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Fucking all right.
Say some shit.
I guess. So
It's a Nicholas Refn thing, you know? If you're
Break
a
down
fan.
Nicholas Refn.
All right, well, if you've seen Drive, if you've seen The Neon Demon, which are two of my favorite all-time films, Only God Forgives, same thing. It's in the same vein as all of those.
Only
you know?
God Forgives isn't up there in favorites for
Yeah,
me, but
I
Not
haven't seen
quite.
that one.
Not quite. But hey, man, like the guy fucking tries.
he
has his
commits
style.
to his. He is unforgiving in his commitment to
It's-
being a weird art house.
He
indie
calls
director.
himself the pornographer of film.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's like
I
such a
didn't-
deliberate style.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a crazy analogy because in my head when I'm watching the show, that's how it feels.
Yeah. It
It's-
feels like inappropriate.
It's-
Yeah, like
Just
those
oh.
long shots that dwell.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
could be on light on a car.
Yeah.
Like in
Exactly.
the very first, the first words are hard. In the first 30 seconds of the series,
Yeah.
where it's going down the fucking two
It's
different
it's
cars.
like a real time painting.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
yes, I was, and the music is swelling, and it's like,
The best music ever.
Oh yeah, dude. Him and that composer are just. They need to do
Cliff Martinez. Shout out Cliff Martinez.
Cliff Martinez. They
Come on
need
the
to
show.
do literally. They need to do everything together, dude.
Yeah,
like
for
he
real.
can't have another composer because they're just so fucking perfect together, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, the fucking soundtrack was so goddamn good. Like
Yeah.
it did the Disney thing where like something like it would just be flowing normally and be sort of chill, and then anytime something like a big visual cue happened, it would be like with the music.
Yeah.
It would just go crazy.
Perfect.
It was so good.
I couldn't. This is
Yeah.
kind of weird, but I couldn't wait to finish the series so that I could listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go through the soundtrack and hear something and not.
Yeah.
a spoiler. That's a spoiler.
Exactly.
That's a true. That if you're a true fucking fan of film, that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Everything's a spoiler.
For sure.
You don't
Knowing
want-
the writer's name is a spoiler.
knowing the title of the movie is a spoiler.
I like so badly I wanted to go through like the stills, you know what I mean? We pull the stills a lot for the show, but I had to wait until I finished the show before I could start pulling those cuz it's you don't want to spoil anything.
Dude,
every frame of this
Exactly.
of this show is so important and so striking.
So fucking striking. Every single camera move, every single locked off shot,
Yep.
is so deliberate.
Yes.
And just it's so hard to describe. It's like it's literally like he described himself. It's porn for cinephiles.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
oh my god, that shot.
Yeah.
Yep. That angle, the dolly movement where they're walking together. He kind of walks out of frame and she keeps walking.
Dude, I loved
The-
those parts
the
where they're like
pool?
walking. And it ties into the actual conversation they're
Yes,
having.
yes.
Like he
Yeah.
falls behind in the conversation, so he lags behind in their walk.
Yes.
Yes.
And then later, Miles Teller character does the same thing the other character was doing. They meet
Yep.
up at the pool
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
And then he does the same
I
exact
fucking
movement.
loved that.
I was just like, God damn it, it's beautiful.
Like
So good.
everything mattered. It's
Yeah.
that Alekine's gun, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
what's up?
Where
Where every object that they show you means something. You know what I
Yes.
mean? When Miles Teller picks up the knife, that sort of foreshadows his eventual stabbing. You know what I mean? And what looks like knife wounds at the end when, you see, essentially he's going to die by being stabbed one way or another, right?
What do you think about the fact that Miles Teller had literal whiplash?
Oh shit.
It's fucking got him.
Fucking got him.
All right.
Nailed it.
Do you get that?
Do you
Never
get it?
ever, if you just pull a ba-dumps, never ever do that. Never ever pull
No.
that sound effect.
Yeah.
People that do that
Fucking
in real
nope.
life, I just
Like-
want. Oh my god. Yeah, when like you make a pun and someone goes, haha, ba-dumps. I'm like, hey, oh, that hurt. What you just did hurt me.
I want to cut off your hand like Hammurabi's code.
Like when people
You're,
do the
you're a lesser person.
yeah,
If you
like
do some
hey,
shit like that.
we'll never be close friends.
Yeah, straight up.
Like I know
You've informed me the kind of person you are, and also that I don't like you.
And now I hate you as a person.
you're like, oh, I understand you entirely. You don't know anything about comedy.
If there's a lower level of dad joke, because I like a good dad joke, you know what I mean? But
Sure.
if there's a lower form of that where it's like office humor, fucking like I'm the fucking funny guy.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Do you want to
Yeah.
know do you want to know the lowest form of humor?
What's that?
Morning mail news anchor.
Oh,
They're like
yeah.
someone will drop a piece of paper and they're like, oh, don't bring this guy around.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Stay out a little late last night? Yeah, I did.
yeah, I have a baby.
Yeah. Morning radio as well with like sound effects and
Oh
stuff.
my god, morning zoo. Yeah.
We got the
As we hit, yeah.
as we have drops on our podcast. Like they have like donkey of the day.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
like okay. And it's like wow, what a loser. Fart sound
Yeah.
effects. It's like,
Wacky people.
Yeah.
The people that consider themselves wacky can also
Zany.
consider themselves not liked by me.
You know what happened is we got rid of the terrible insane asylums where we put those awful people, and now they're just out in society.
Yeah.
Also, Facebook comedians. They told me
Oh.
too. They're like
Where there's like those photos
People
with the
that
text.
use Facebook.
No, well, yes,
Don't like ya.
But I'm not talking about literal Facebook comedians. I'm talking about the people that are like, you post something and they're always like, oh, here comes some zany. They're like, I bet you didn't expect some fucking zany on your post. Like, whoa, I see some. I'm gonna make a pun about something in the background of your photo. I'm like, oh, just fuck off.
Just delete.
Everything they post is like zany.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get back on track here because as we have drops on
Right.
our podcast.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, we're
Fuck
better.
it. Yeah.
we're better.
Fuck
We're a
'em.
higher level of species.
We are more evolved.
Homo australis.
Just so you know.
Today's episode is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, as well as Zevia, 0-calorie soda.
Zevia, the tea team from Zevia didn't have positive feedback for us, so they gave us the soda instead.
The cream soda, which, by the way, hits hard as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
I haven't had cream soda in fucking forever.
That shit hit different.
Also sponsored by Nervous Shits, taking 3 shits per hour since 1993.
Yep. Just sponsored by things on the show currently. So,
Sponsored by IKEA Plants
and Nike acronym collab
and Yeez
and the Yeez.
and Yeez.
And Yeez. All right. All right, let's get back to the
Okay.
fucking movie
Show.
series. We're
The movie series.
The movie
I mean,
series.
every episode was essentially a movie.
essentially.
up.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay, obviously we want to get this out there. Cinematography, color correction. I mean, like just
S+.
yeah, just rank
fucking
as-
the gamut of technical achievement in this show. Absolutely fucking A+.
and his usual neon palette.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking
It's just
loved
like-
it.
But you know what was great too? Not only that, but also like the non-neon scenes where it's like this isn't lit in any
Dude,
sort of
like natural
traditional
lighting?
fashion. Yeah,
Like there was one of my
that
favorite
parking lot scene.
parking lot scene. One of my favorite scenes in the whole movie was
Sure.
the whole series,
Right, yeah.
whatever, was Miles Teller standing shirtless in front of the American flag in his apartment.
Yep.
I was just like, oh, this is just
Dude,
so something about this, like,
And homoerotic, you know?
yeah, definitely
a lot,
level.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Or just
I mean,
erotic in general.
There was
I
a
mean,
lot of
it's women,
taboo
men.
sexual things explored in the show that made you intentionally, I think, feel uncomfortable.
That deserves a whole nother segment, I think.
right, yeah.
But just to get back to the technical achievement of the show,
Yeah,
the
So fucking good.
How locked off everything was,
and deliberate.
deliberate. The dollies that we did get, you know what I mean, and also like, I couldn't see any traditional like establishing shots really.
Right.
There
You know
was
what I mean?
one time, I think, like it cut away and then it was like,
But all of it didn't seem typical. And
Right, exactly.
And I think whenever there was an establishing shot that I really remember. It was at the end of one episode where it's just obtusely out of focus. And it's like
almost to be like,
yeah, it's like we're looking at like the Los Angeles like landscape and lights and shit. Like where you are almost, but it's absolutely out of focus.
Yeah, I remember that shot because I thought it might be blood on the wall or something. It was kind of like, but it did look like light bokeh.
Yeah, exactly. And then you
Okay.
could see the street lights and cars passing by, and it's like I know exactly what we're looking at, and I don't know what we're looking at.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
it's
sick.
it's like, well, there's another shot that I think was, I don't know
Lift
if it
your
was
foot up.
meant to replicate this. My bad. I don't know if it was meant to replicate this, but like it totally came across that way to me. Where the scene where Martin has sex with his girlfriend and his wound splits open and
yeah.
she wakes up. And for like the first few frames when it's like opening up and it's like pretty blurry and it's like you're waking up and it looks like it's just like a clean bed. And then after a few seconds, it looks like the blood's kind of fading in. Like you're like in real life, how you'd be like, huh, what's all this? And it just sort of hits you in the same way that it like, I imagine it hit the character.
Yeah.
It was just so fucking well done.
Except for how she just like lied in it.
Yeah, that was the only thing. I was like
That's how all the show is,
Yeah,
though. Like,
exactly.
no one reacts to anything and takes 10 seconds between each line of dialogue, but which I fucking love. No one, okay, not no one. It's gonna be a polarizing series, and it already is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. God bless you.
thank you.
God bless you.
So, it's already polarizing as far as, it's like 56, 60% or something.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like
Fuck them, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
but still,
Whatever.
majority of
That's
people
fine.
liked it. We're still in the majority, like 60, it's not, or something. So it's majority, but it's not like 90%. Like across the board, people love it. But yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them.
I will say, if I watched this when I was in high school, I don't think I would have appreciated it very much.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I think
If you can't
we
find
just
the
get it-
beauty in a show like this, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
well,
you.
Well, here's the thing. We're gonna come off. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out right now because we're gonna come off as
I'm a
pretentious.
douche.
Yeah, we're gonna come off as pretentious cinephile, like film enthusiasts. This whole
Fuck you.
this whole episode. So I'm just gonna say that up front. We're pretentious.
It's divided.
Fuck 'em.
It's divided. If you're on the scale where you don't like the show, tell me why. Tell me why. Like, I really want to know.
It's because people want, they're just staring at each other.
It's
And
'cause I think-
there's the unnatural beats in conversation people don't like. To me, it's like suspense.
The
Yeah.
It's
entire
like
show is like
gritty.
ramping up to this tension. It's
Yes.
like it's such a perfect like angled crescendo. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yes.
So fucking good.
And okay, so where should we get into the?
Okay, so-
wait, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The cinematography before we get off of that.
Okay.
He's colorblind, right?
Really.
What?
Nicholas Refn is colorblind.
That's like the genius chef who can't taste.
Yeah.
I don't know which level or tier
Yeah.
of colorblindness he is.
He's
but
like, I can't see purple.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I'm purple blind.
Purple, green, and red. Can't see him.
I'm green and red blind. Basically, Christmas sucks.
He's actually like color correcting everything. And he's like, is that too much?
Yeah.
They're like, it looks great.
Then they ship like Neon Demon, which is like full like boom, neon.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that might explain a lot of his use of reds and purples and like those just bolder, richer colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
because I think that's what I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure which tier he is, so I'm not sure which colors complement his vision.
Right.
But it would explain why he overcompensates
it's so
in color.
vibrant with those. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, blacks are blues. You know what I mean? Like you see that a lot where it's like it's supposed to be like a gravel is like a neon blue.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Insane.
And even those
love that shit.
like the natural lighting parts. I remember one shot where he was standing just like in a room and it was like
There's a lot of standing in rooms.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's a lot of the show. But in the shot, there was like natural light coming through the window, and then there was a lamp that was lit next to him, but there was no light coming from the shade of the lamp. It was almost like it was like a pastel painting of the lamp, just in that color.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like the light is.
One thing I wanted to say about another thing about the cinematography is I am a huge Kubrick fan, and Kubrick was all about symmetry. And this show just made me fall in love with imperfection.
Yeah.
A lot of like right framed, a lot
Totally
of slightly off
asymmetrical.
center, a
But-
lot of
But whenever it does get centered, it's like, fuck, like this is so
Yes.
impactful, dude.
yes, the
He
contrast.
plays with that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, the contrast made me just like oh man, like this person is standing slightly off center of frame, and he's framed it up this way and has lots of headroom for some reason or whatever. And I'm just like, this feels weird. And then I'm
Yeah.
just like, and after it
It's
holds
like you're
for a
a
while,
voyeur.
yeah, and after it holds for a while, I'm like, this is such a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Like it just made me fall in love with not having to see perfect symmetry in each frame. I mean, I don't have to see in each frame, but
And it's not one of those where it's like it's done. It's not mistakenly done. It's not like we gave this guy too much headroom. Fuck, let's go back. And,
Right.
Like, it's like, no, dude. All of this is so intentional. So
he
you
make-
have to respect it. You
Yes.
fucking have to.
and he made the most ordinary rooms
Yeah.
and settings look gorgeous.
yeah.
It
Just
okay.
like a mirror in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay. I saw a quote on one of their like promo, Instagram posts or something. It was like a review quote, and it said, "I just finished Too Old to Die Young, and I don't think I'm the same person anymore."
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching, it's fucking weird, but like the visual language of this show was so hypnotizing that I
Exactly.
moved slower through life that week I was watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, I would get behind my wheel and just like grab my steering wheel like this. And it was like
Just
it was
sit
like I was
there.
in a Refn film.
Yeah.
I was like I was appreciating beauty and like tiny details again. I wasn't moving fast.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like, just coasting through life. It was just like I walked out and walked my dog and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
It was like that's a frame. That's beautiful. That's
Right.
beautiful. It was like it sort of reinvigorated my love for like just cinematography and photographic framing and just I was
and the macro of things, the way he's able to derive importance out of like small details. You see that throughout the film or throughout the show, and it's mesmerizing.
dude.
That's like the one word I would use for this whole show is just mesmerizing.
Yeah.
It's like a hypnotic, mesmerizing porno for cinephiles.
Yeah.
As soon as you start, it's like seeing that first panning shot and then like watching the light fill up like the curves of the car. It's like being behind a computer screen at 4 a.m. like just like bleh, watching a loading bar fill up. It's like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. God, and that soundtrack, those opening notes, I was like, soon as that fucking
Dude.
So
I was like,
fucking-
I'm in it. And I was like, I am here for it.
And I think the first traditional
locked
music,
in.
yeah,
Locked in, dude.
yeah.
the first like non-synth tense, like the first traditional music, I think in the show was like episode 9 when like something like came to fruition. I can't remember exactly what, but it was like this angelic choir like
Oh,
having
yeah.
a resolution. And it was just. It was
Yeah.
really weird. It was like such a different. It had to be intentional.
It was great, but I recognized that from the first trailer that got released. That angelic choir song. It was, but yeah, it was. That was. You're right. It was the first like human or like analog instrument. You
Yeah.
heard, sort of.
To sort of piggyback off what you're saying as far as music goes, my favorite scene in the entire show was the chase scene.
Yes.
Like, so
Across the desert.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That was sick.
Oh, it was so fucking good for
That
one.
was
The way they use music in that, and like they're switching the radio back and forth to this like very reffin'
the
like
comedy in that was so.
it was so comedic. It was fun, like, and because it's like a car chase between two ordinary cars.
Yes.
It's like this fucking
each-
Ford-
two borderline fucking hoopties.
Yeah, it's a
Like-
Ford Taurus and like an electric tin can fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And like one car is like zoom and it's very outrun, you know what I mean? Where it's like this neon red car.
Totally.
And then the car behind it is this little like electric tin can that's like and like but you still feel a sense of suspense.
Yeah.
Because it was like, who's gonna run out of battery or gas?
Yeah.
And they couldn't catch
And
each other.
that's
It
what
was-
they were waiting on. I think they were waiting on them to like fall asleep at the wheel maybe at first.
I thought. Well, Miles
Yeah.
almost did.
Yeah.
Which was like, Jesus Christ, what kind of sociopath do you have to be? Like, someone's trying to kill you,
You're like,
and you're just like chilling. You're just like, I feel nothing.
To be fair, have you ever almost like fallen asleep at the wheel?
I do about every day.
Yeah. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, for some reason the hum of the car like gets me really
Yeah.
fucking sleepy, dude.
Yeah. I
totally
if it's
get that.
nighttime, dude, I'm going nee killing several people.
I'm in.
Killing several people.
I'm
Killing several people, 12-car pile up, nee. Like, I'm fucking
Followed by Nini.
cause of death, Nini.
You're like, sir, can you come with us? She's like, can I take my Nini? Do I get one Nini?
Your kill count's like in the dozens now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've killed several people. But I was sleeping, so I'm not
Doesn't
accountable
count.
for it.
I was on Ambien.
What plausible deniability?
Right.
All right, so let's get back to the chase scene. So there,
It's just fucking perfect.
yeah, and it had a Coen Brothers vibe to it to me.
Totally.
Yeah.
Where it was like just fucking realistic. It wasn't cinematic. It wasn't like, I mean, it was cinematic, but not in like the Hollywood action scene
Yeah.
type of chase. It was like
They didn't
this-
get to prepare for it. It was just the circumstances they found themselves in.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Well, we should have gotten in my car."
I started busting out laughing whenever it's like the brother is like he's he's angrily like, you know, brooding in this car, driving towards him, and then you see the crossfade of his brother come in.
Yeah. And that montage, that
Dude, that
weird
was
montage
so
with
good,
The
yeah.
crossfade, and
The
just-
crossfade and like the lines of the road like inside of Miles Teller's eye.
that was
That was so
amazing.
fucking sick. But I was laughing like,
Yeah.
this is the coolest thing I've ever fucking
Fuck
seen.
yeah, dude.
Because it's funny, it's suspenseful, it's dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many things, and it's stylish too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Dude,
that was
the
such a
begin-
perfect scene.
The beginning of that episode, do you remember that? Where it's like the,
Oh,
what are you
the-
here to do today?
the gay
the
porn?
creepy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So let me just say, this is episode 4 and 5.
Is it? I thought it was 6 or 7 maybe.
When he premiered his show at Cannes.
I was just about to say that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so when he took this series to Cannes, it was you know, obviously they're not going to show all 13
Wait, did he
hours of
premiere
this
it
film.
with that episode?
4 and 5?
That is fucking baller.
He's like, I don't want you to see the first 10 minutes of this story. I want to drop you right in the middle of it.
Yeah. And he said that if you 4 and 5 if you were to make a movie out of it, you could chop it there.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So, and I don't recall exactly what
Yeah, 'cause
happened
that
at the
was-
beginning and end, but that was his goal.
That was
It's like,
quite
here.
a little truncated story where it's just like, it was like a definite like antagonist and then like set series of events. It was just well done.
At that point in the story, Miles Teller's already killing pedophiles.
Yeah.
And on the hunt, basically.
Yeah.
So should we break down the story?
Oh, I was gonna say though, when I was watching that intro, I was watching it with my girlfriend, and
Which intro?
the
gay porn director
the
one?
gay porn
Oh,
intro.
man, that's rough.
Where it's like,
So unsettling.
I was with my dogs, just like, ugh,
yeah,
sorry guys.
okay, dude. The part where he was like, "Let me see how you suck cock," and I was like I was so uncomfortable that I did that nervous laugh. I was like, "Huh," and she turned to me and she was like, "This is supposed to be serious. This happens to people," and I was like, "I know. I'm just nervous. I'm sorry." I was like, "Fuck."
I'm glad she could appreciate that though. I mean, because it's like that happens to people
Dude,
on a
no, yeah.
daily.
I was
On the
so
daily,
uncomfortable.
It's fucked up.
because you see those, it's like, show us your ID in the camera. It's,
Right.
oh, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, and sign this paper. What's this paper say? Oh,
Right.
it doesn't matter. Just sign it, sign it, sign it, sign
Just
it, sign it,
says
sign it.
that it's all cool. It's all good.
Everything that is about to happen to you
It's
is
just like
fine.
a piece of like manila paper that just says it's all good and like a line.
That's why I skip all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I watch those, I skip all of them.
So should we break down the story of this? Should we try and break down the story?
Can you?
I mean, shit, dude. It's pretty convoluted.
It is really convoluted. Here's how I look at it. It's a window into a series of events in L.A.
Okay.
Like that to me is like the L.A. and Mexico,
And it has to do with-
involving the cartel, gangs, and pedophiles.
Your intro to this is, how we get into the story is Miles Teller as this cop who also is being paid by a crime family in Los Angeles to like kill people,
Yeah.
and he's sort of disinfatuated with it in that he doesn't want to make money anymore. Like all he really wants to do is kill bad people.
That's only after his partner gets killed wrongfully, though.
Right.
So he's a bad dude in general.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it establishes that by shit. He's just clearly like a party to that awful interaction with that cop.
Yeah, right off the bat, he's established as an anti-hero.
And absolutely. Well, I mean, right off the bat, he's also dating a 17-year-old.
True.
Jesus,
I
yeah.
forgot about
That
that.
he met at 16.
Just the way you said that.
We're in Texas, isn't? No, I'm just kidding.
But he met her at
literally-
16. Like when her mom
Yeah.
committed suicide. Like he was the responding
Officer.
Ugh.
And then
That's
he
problematic.
fucked her
That's
that night.
Fucked.
Yep.
That was intense, dude. It's like, oh, okay, this guy is a terrible guy. But, in the context of the show, he is the anti-hero.
Yeah. So we're introduced to him as a generally bad guy. He also, we're led to believe that his partner was the one that killed the mother for
Yeah.
the majority of the episode.
The person that they kill was the crime boss or a cartel boss, this woman, and her son is seeking retribution. So he shoots Miles Teller's partner.
And that's in the first episode. That kicks off
that's in
the
the
series
first
of events.
10 minutes of the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
That's a series of events that kicks off
Everything.
basically. So they try and figure out why his cop is being killed, why they try to figure out if it was Miles or the partner. Miles Teller's character, he's like, wasn't me, man. He, my
They just
partner
sorta-
shouldn't have shot her, and then they kind of brushed it under the rug. And honestly, you don't have any reason to not believe
Right.
Miles Teller. And like,
But then, do you remember that quote at the very, very, very beginning where it said self-preservation is the highest law? And then it
No.
repeated it at the end.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
No.
Damn.
Yeah. He was just self-preservation.
Shit.
Wait, it said like a written text on screen?
No, it was like a quote
Someone said
that
it.
someone narrated. Yeah.
Wasn't it the Miles Teller's boss,
Maybe.
the guy that got his hands cut off?
It might have been.
I think it was that.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
that-
So it was like an audio, like someone said it on
Yeah,
screen.
when he got his
Oh,
fucking.
okay.
Oh my god,
Dude, the shot where he just walks into the doorway and he just
It's
stares
so-
for a second. That was so real.
and you see blood all over the walls, and like it looks like a massacre, obviously. And then it slowly pans down, it slowly
Yeah.
pans down, and you just see his fucking hands.
Dude,
Severed hands on the floor.
and
But by
that's
the way,
real shit. Fucking cartel shit.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Yeah.
It takes a full like minute for it to pan down. So Miles Teller walks in, you see his face just kind of drop, and then the camera starts to pan down at a
Minuscule rate.
Yeah,
Just
just super slow.
Microscopic.
Yeah.
Fucking just.
almost after a full minute of panning down bloody walls, it gets to these severed hands on the floor, and you're just like, fuck. So, yeah. I guess, we can't really break down 13 hours of the story. I mean, like...
You have the cartel story, which, to be fair, I wasn't, like, a fan of episode 2, because I was like, I don't know where the... Like, and I get it, it's supposed to take you out of the element of, like, the story that they introduced to you.
Yeah, they jumped from LA to Mexico.
And I was
back
like...
and forth each episode.
I didn't know... I was like, I don't much care for...
Right, I'm not
this part of the
invested.
story.
By the end of it, I think I was more invested in them.
Yes.
I agree.
Because of the introduction of Yaritza.
Dude.
Dude.
Most badass character ever.
Of all time.
The shit.
High priestess of death.
God. Oh, shit.
Do it.
Oh, God damn it.
I am
damn
the
it.
high priestess of death.
Fuck yeah.
Shut up, black metal. All right, so her as a character, one of the most badass.
Okay.
Her
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
well because all of his movies have this weird level of surrealism in them. So there's like
Totally.
It all takes place in reality, and then all of a sudden some magic kind of starts to creep into
like,
reference
whoa,
films
maybe,
or stories. You're like,
yeah.
wait, is there?
The Neon Demon ends with fucking vampires and shit.
Yeah,
essentially.
like people trying to eat humans and gain their beauty powers and
Yeah.
shit, crazy shit like that. So like he takes it to the extreme, and that was her character was the introduction for me to that
To the
Yeah.
supernatural element of the story.
in this story. Yeah,
And
So-
not as much Jenna Malone's character, but Yuritsa's character.
Right.
like,
At
I thought
first,
she was
I
full
thought
of shit.
exactly. There
Yeah.
was so much, like you don't even know when you're being subverted. It was
Yeah.
so well
Yeah.
done.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
so yeah, you're led to like she's Jenna Malone's character is sort of the like a psychic, light healing therapist. Like, oh, LA bullshit,
Exactly.
spiritual, energy.
Fucking,
But then you find out later those two are kind of connected, and
Well,
like,
they're each other's antithesis. You know what I mean?
Right.
Jenna Malone is like one might say like the mistress to like light and
she's
good.
Bran,
Well-
and then Yuritsa's the Night King.
no, I don't think they're I don't think they're
Well-
opposites of each other because they're both eradicating evil. I think
Right.
that's why they're connected.
Well, their own interpretations of evil, though, right?
True. I mean, Jenna Malone is killing pedophiles.
Well,
and
no,
then
because they're both killing quote unquote predators.
basically men, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something that was interesting that people were pretty upset about the show in general, as far as like how women are treated, and it's pretty bad for
Yeah.
the most part. Like,
But she's a
'cause there's-
pretty badass figure, though.
yeah, she is. But I mean, there's a lot of sex trafficking. There's a lot of really erotic, weird, perverted shit, like over the top sort of abuse and sexual abuse.
I mean,
and
that's
shit.
life.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a window into a fucking bunch of shitty people. I'm not saying it shouldn't exist.
Right.
I'm just saying like the majority of the show, women are objects.
But
right?
then you counter that with Yuritsa's character.
Yes.
Absolutely controlling the fucking
Yeah.
cartel boss. for the new
She's the
cartel-
new
cartel boss.
Magdalena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But Jen Malone too is also a boss of basically the pedophile hitman ring.
I mean, she's like the seer of that.
Yeah. But my point is, Refn countered that by saying, like, if you watch the show, the men are trash and the women are eradicating trash.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what's happening. Like,
Yep.
women are the hope and the light.
Plus-
at the end of the series, the women are the, like, rescuers. And the men are doing terrible shit the whole time.
Yeah, and it's
I think
acknowledging
all,
that.
all Nicholas Refn films do that. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. To an extent,
Except for Drive, where Christina Hendricks gets her fucking head blown off.
No, but I mean,
Shout
you
out
have
Christina Hendricks.
you have the I forgot her name, dude. The mother character in Drive,
Oh yeah.
who's like this beautiful person that like has
She's like the only light in his life. And all
yeah,
that.
exactly, and like he sacrifices everything for her essentially. You know,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Nick Refn's probably got mommy issues.
probably.
You think? There's fucking-
Dude,
that scene in Only God Forgives when he crawls in his mother, yeah, I think he's got some issues.
I had never watched that. That's the one I haven't seen.
Okay, well,
dude,
spoiler.
and the cartel boss's obsession with his mother, dude, and like how he was able to like really illustrate that because it goes from like, oh, like he was definitely attracted to his mother, and then it fucking escalates to
Yeah.
this whole
This role playing
It
thing.
Yeah.
plants the thought in your head of like maybe he's got some mommy issues, and then for 30 minutes you're voyeuristically watching him get jerked off by his girlfriend role playing as his mother.
Yep.
It is
nuts.
Very.
Did you notice, by the way, first of all, the way Jesus dressed, fucking
Yeah.
dude,
baller.
Dude.
S tier fashion on that guy.
Dude, absolutely.
Dude, fucking
You got it when
fashion
you're a
throughout
Mexican
this fucking
cartel.
series.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I saw it and I was like, shit, I need to start dressing like that. But then I was like, oh, wait.
I'll get murdered.
I'm not a cartel boss that can afford Prada head
Right.
to toe.
Where do you get
Gucci
crocodile
Prada.
skin cowboy boots?
Exactly. Fucking Gucci from head to toe. But he, when he did the role playing, you notice he walked in like Jordans.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was wearing this.
Wow, I didn't
Just
even
like,
notice that.
Yeah, just like kid sneakers.
wow.
Yeah, I was just like,
They're
next
like
time-
Converse or something.
Yeah, like Converse high tops or
Yeah.
something. And
That's crazy.
yeah,
And he was wearing a backpack.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wearing a backpack. And
He's like,
shit.
that was-
I'm home from school, Mom.
I'm like always
Tell
looking
me
at
I want a glass of milk.
Get out of my room, sis.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm always looking at sneakers, so I was like, that's out of character. Oh.
Yeah. That was so well done, dude.
Yeah.
And her power to like, she didn't come out and be like, hey, what do you like? You know what I mean? Or like, she essentially was like, hey, tell me about your mom. She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
she had an inkling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Dude,
then
yeah.
she just used that to her advantage every
So
step
smart.
of the fucking way.
Also, her backstory, I was born in a cave in the
That
desert.
was fucking
She emerged out of the, like a mirage, like
she raised by
naked.
wolves.
Yeah, like who is she? You know, like
Fuck yeah.
that level of like mystery behind her, and how she made a custom gun.
Oh,
the
dude,
High
that was
Priestess.
sick with the Hanged Man tarot card on it.
Oh yeah,
That was so cool.
dude, I love that level of like she's some weird magical.
Like she's
entity.
born of the earth.
Yeah.
As retribution.
To be fair, in a lot of like these crime thrillers, you do see like these female dominant, fucking ass kickers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that I've ever seen one that was so well thought out and so well developed.
Such a good character development.
Granted, this is 13 hours, but it's
Yeah,
like
you get a lot of
it's
extra time.
100% believable throughout.
Fact.
So well thought out all the way through. She was so fucking badass.
I liked her sort of descent into retribution, where she
Dude.
was like all this shit happening to women around her, and then
Yeah.
and she would just get triggered and kill 30 at once.
I love the reveal where it first showed you that she was the one that was freeing the trafficked women in Mexico when she's like, oh yeah, I'll take them. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And she shows up and he's like, here they are. And she's just like,
Yeah.
fucking.
She's such a badass.
I love the totally efficient and realistic killing in the movie.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Because in real life, you have a gun, you see
No
it-
speeches.
dude. Yeah, you have a gun, you see a guy with a gun, you think he might pull it out, you immediately shoot him.
Yeah.
No
John,
chances.
It's like John Wick style. too.
Exactly.
Like John Wick just applying bullets here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah. The scene where she kills everyone in the motel. That that sequence
That was so
just
fucking sick.
Fucking
and then she unzips her jacket and pulls out the gun and then has the knife behind her back and
so sick.
God, just a whole series of events in that motel was amazing. But I mean, fuck, God, we could wax poetic about the visuals.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
should just probably keep moving on. But so
But she was the fucking coolest character.
I
She was
love the
awesome.
part where the guy delivered the gun to her and then was immediately subject to their demands.
Yeah.
yeah,
He was being fucking dehumanized
Mm-hmm.
after.
Let me hear you as a goat.
Yeah.
It's like,
so
like-
uncomfortable to
Yeah,
watch.
he's like Bray in English, Bray in Spanish now.
Yeah.
He's oh god.
But I loved that because he had failed, he was getting demeaned. Like
Yeah.
he was like, the guy was like, it's not even really a problem, nothing really happened. I didn't fail or anything.
He's
And
like,
then-
I decide if it's a problem, motherfucker.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then for the next 10 minutes, like just berated him. And then also when she received the gun, there was a level of erotica.
Yes.
to
oh
the-
yeah, she like
Like, I
gives
mean-
the gun a hand job.
Yeah.
yeah,
essentially.
basically.
And the guy's like,
He's like, hey, you would do that to my pee-pee? And then she's like, nope.
yeah, that's that. There's a level of erotica to this whole show, but I
Yeah.
mean, her and weapons had she had this relationship with tools of dominance. I think
Totally.
yeah.
where it's
oh
like
yeah.
Well,
the
that's
whip and
that's the thing with men in power. Apparently, is they love to be. Wait, what?
the whip,
Oh, the whip. Fucking
Yuritsa and the
Yeah.
whip and the okay.
yeah. That was
You
fucking,
remember?
Yeah,
It's hot, right?
She was going at it.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
really,
she was just
really
fucking
getting
giving
it.
it to him, dude.
Imagine being the sound designer for that scene.
So
Just punch a stick of butter for like 10 minutes. Like, what do you do?
she was just so good at that.
She was
So good.
Never was she not believable.
No, never.
There was never. She embraced that. She's gonna blow up now.
I'm
know
not
she's
sure.
This is gonna kick off a really good career for her. I feel like if I don't know if she had one already, but I've never seen her before.
She just fucking took the ball and ran with it, dude. She was
Yeah.
like, "All right, like I'm gonna fucking give it to you."
well,
Jesus too.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, yeah.
say in general, actors across the board. I mean, it's directing.
Yeah.
but I mean, they all embrace the weird cadence that you have to
Exactly.
have in a ref.
dude,
film.
Jenna Malone,
I mean,
Yeah.
she's a natural because she was in Neon Demon, so she knows Refn and she's a fan.
she knows, but she's so perfect in a Refn film.
Yeah, she really is.
He like actually found like his muse in her.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But you get that vibe because he keeps casting her and the way she
But
is in the movies.
it's not just that he keeps casting her, but it's like she is it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not Jenna Malone the actress. She is whatever character Nicholas Refn had in his fucking mind. You know what I mean? She becomes that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talk about that shit a lot. And I don't think that as much as we bring it up, I don't think it holds any less merit. Like she becomes that fucking person.
For sure. Dude, you know what fucking character I completely forgot about? Loved? Fucking Vigo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vigo was
Dude,
sick.
I had only ever seen that actor in Eastbound and Down, which is a comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Plus his overall, just his story in general was just fucking awesome.
I was gonna say one of the only times you ever see like the actors like react to anything, which is so strange because it's a show and they're acting, you know. But the only times you actually see them react to anything in this world is music. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
So like Jenna Malone dances,
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
and like the last episode is that?
Yeah,
I think
it's
so.
in the last one.
And then the
She's
that
celebrating.
what's his name? Miles Teller's first boss, the black dude that got his hands.
Oh, yeah. I
that
don't know.
dance scene in the parking lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
that was
fucking-
that was so
weird.
fucking sick. I love that. He's just fucking
Yeah, that
getting
was
down
like
with 3 people in a parking lot
And there's,
and
like,
strobe lights and shit.
that was
and-
like NPC dancing, like in a
Yeah.
video game.
Yeah.
loved it.
And there's a hitman across the street.
Yeah,
He's just like,
Right.
I fucking love
It
that.
was
so
such
much.
a
I
like
love
a
that scene.
blatant taunt. It was so fucking awesome.
so good. I wanted to talk about the cadence again when we go back to like their dialogue.
Yeah.
So did you notice that whenever someone broke that cadence, like for example, at the party, when they were doing coke or whatever, when she finds Yuritsa in the bathroom and they're all in the bedroom,
Oh yeah.
and then it's like this. Whenever someone breaks that slow, like methodical cadence, they seem like such a lesser, stupid idiot.
Yeah.
like
just that
yes.
friend
Yeah,
that just
the
like talks
Cops,
too much.
The fucking cops. Where he's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
exactly. Like whenever someone,
Say it, the magic word, cock. Ah!
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just, God
Yeah.
damn it. It's like, yeah, they're
and,
lesser
and
humans.
he continues with his cadence, and he's just like, cock.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
just super slow, and in the bedroom too. Like the Yuritsa and Miles Teller's girlfriend are having a conversation, and the other girl who like wanted the coke or whatever keeps interrupting, and it's like instigating, and she's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
and
He's like,
it's
you're in the way.
and it's not necessarily the thing she's saying; it's just because
The way
of
she
her
is.
of
Yeah,
her
her
sped up.
delivery.
her in this show, you know what I mean? Like in the context of like what else is going on around her, she
Yeah.
just seems like a fucking imbecile.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like the
A
black sheep all of a
buffoon.
sudden, like a sore thumb. Like you're like, what is? All of a sudden, like just
Yeah.
dropped right in.
She's an albino.
Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting. Like when characters deliberately broke that, they
Yeah.
stood out,
Totally.
but in a lesser way.
All
It
of
was
the
weird.
cops,
Yep,
like that performance
those-
that they put on.
those were so painful to watch, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's what I love about like the whole show has that uncomfortability.
Yeah.
Like the entire way through. Like it might be a different type of uncomfortability, and it shifts, and it sort of like gender fluxes
Yeah.
into a fucking Apache attack helicopter or whatever the fuck.
And
But-
even not Steven, what's his name? Whatever Baldwin.
oh sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Like like
Oh my god,
coke addict.
like he's like growling at her
he
or
played
at him.
such a good old cokehead creep.
Pervert motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so good at that.
He was really good.
He's like, I just played my brother.
They had this. Yeah, that's how he did his research for the role. This show all of them were a level of like creepiness. Every character had a
Yeah.
level of creepiness that just added tension to every scene. Where you're like, what is this guy gonna do?
Yeah.
He's sitting there with a tiger and shit, and like, or he's just like everything was this
It's like
weird.
an impending doom.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Yeah, everything had this weird like shit's about to pop off, but never does.
Dude, when-
never does it. It's like foreplay for 12 hours.
Exactly.
in this
And all
show.
of the action lasts like 2 seconds. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just doom, 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 doom. Done.
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Or if it's not something that's like that, it's like one of those poetic sequences, like when he blows up the trailer park.
Oh,
That was
Fuck.
yeah,
God damn it. That was so good.
fucking.
I want to
visual.
rewatch the show just on,
Yeah, yeah.
on mute.
You know,
even.
100%.
I watched the whole thing way too fast.
Yeah,
Because I was just trying to hammer it through to get here.
Yeah,
like
it
It
record
took me
this.
a whole week.
yeah, yeah,
I did it all in 3 days.
Oof.
Yeah.
yeah.
Rough. But obviously it's, a submersive show
Yeah.
that you need to watch it another time
I was thinking
to live in it,
Yeah.
for sure,
And to see what type of foreshadowing there might have been that you never picked up on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but I would easily put this on at a party on mute. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like a visual just spectacle to me.
It's like the Windows Media Player thing when that first came out, when it'd be
Yeah.
like on the computer screen.
the equalizer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The one with the head.
Maybe.
The green
Probably.
head that has like
Yeah,
the
it's
little
like
video player.
just like that.
Oh shit. All right, guys, real quick. Okay, I did want to bring this up. So many of the secondary characters felt like Grand Theft Auto-esque shitty people.
Totally.
For sure.
You
For
know,
sure.
especially whenever he's like driving to Albuquerque and like he's in that like weird neo-Nazi church or whatever. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this feels like a Grand Theft Auto cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like not even a cutscene, just like the dialogue that they have between like as you're like going through your mission. It's like it's so much of a caricature of
Exactly.
shitty people that it felt so good in that way. Like it's like this is realistic but also hyper realistic,
Yeah.
and it feels like a video game almost.
It's like a window into just the most negative parts of people's minds.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Okay. Another topic I wanted to bring up. Co-created. So this wasn't just Nicholas Refn though. Co-created by Ed Brubaker. Do you guys know who Ed Brubaker
I've heard
is?
the
No.
name.
He wrote it with him, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready for this, dude.
Ed
I have no
Brubaker
idea.
is actually one of the biggest, most prolific comic book writers in our time.
What?
Living today.
Wow.
This has a
He-
graphic novel kind of vibe, I guess.
He wrote The Winter Soldier,
Oh shit.
Captain America the Winter Soldier. He wrote that whole saga. He contributed to Civil War, and he wrote the one-off Joker story, The Man Who Laughs,
Dang.
which is like in canon of DC is the first story that takes place after year one when Batman first meets the Joker. So it's the first Joker story in canon in
Oh, wow.
continuity. Like he's fucking one of the most prolific comic book
That's
writers
nuts.
that's
That's awesome.
living today.
Is this like his first stray away from comic universe stuff?
I believe so.
Has he
I
done
don't think
any,
he's
like,
done any TV before.
any other movies or anything? Wow, interesting. This guy's like, all right, I'm done doing this fucking
Right.
Well, they adapted
shit.
They adapted his stories in The Winter Soldier, and that became a movie. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I imagine he was like, "Fuck it." Like,
Oh wait, so he didn't write for the Winter Soldier?
no, he wrote
movie.
the comic
Like
book.
the original
Oh, so
story.
he okay.
He
wow.
wrote The Winter Soldier.
Fucking awesome.
Okay.
That they adapted into a movie.
Okay, gotcha.
Which also, dude, like once we get to like the Academy Awards and shit, there needs to be a comic movie recognition for adapted screenplays
Yeah.
You think so?
because that doesn't exist, dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not going to get best writing or like best
Be-
original story. 'cause
Best
it's not-
adapted screenplay is an award, right?
Yeah, best
But not-
adapted. But comic book movies aren't considered for that.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think there should be a separate one, or do you think they
No,
should
that-
just be considered?
A comic book movie should be a part of that because
Yeah, I
it's,
agree. Yeah.
it's a story. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. It has pictures, so no.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
People worked harder on it, so no.
Right.
Nope.
Fucking assholes.
All right.
But it's been storyboarded for you, so
Right.
Well, okay.
But no.
The best picture goes to Queen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I'm just saying that's bullshit. That's all
Meanwhile,
I'm
in Paul
Well, it's
Thomas
like-
Anderson's house, he's just like, "Fuck."
saying. Yeah.
I mean, you can't say
Meanwhile, at Christopher Nolan's house.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You can't say the Killmonger. What is it called? Killmonger versus the Throne, something like that. But you can't say that story adapted into Black Panther is not an achievement. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's an amazing film that nobody realizes was a comic book. You know?
Right.
I mean, I guess a small section of the population understands that it's a comic book. But anyways.
But they gave a shit ton to Black Panther.
Yeah, they did. Although the CGI in the end was shit, but whatever.
I agree.
Yeah.
Have you seen I hate doing this. I hate referencing other people's content. Not because I don't want to direct them to it, but it's just kind of like, hey, have you guys seen? It's pretty cool.
Right.
I hate doing that.
Yeah.
But the visual effects artists react to good and bad CGI
Yes.
Yeah.
channel on
Yes.
YouTube right now is like one of my favorite things. They watch like Marvel movies, they watch the Star Wars prequels, and they break down why it's bad and like
What they
like,
would have done.
Yeah, they're like, oh well, so clearly they shot this in the dark and didn't have time to do
They got
this.
the footage in December, but they had to get the movie out by fucking.
I want them to do the Justice League Superman.
They
did.
They did.
They
We'll
did.
watch it after this.
Yeah,
we'll watch
dude.
it after
Fuck
this.
yeah.
It's so great. Okay, so anyways, to your point, yeah, I think Academy should have they should be included in the best adapted screenplay.
All right. To get back on inside. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
Little tangent. We
Don't
went
let it
on.
happen again.
I think we can wrap it up. I mean, like overall, this is exactly what I hoped it was going to be.
Yeah, I feel like this was made for you, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Like this is everything you
I
like.
just every frame was a painting. It was a moving piece of art. I could hit pause and leave it on my TV
Yep.
forever, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind. It was tension. I liked the weird, the story, which was sort of like bad people, but like redemption, but just a bunch of bad people and gangs in LA and how they all kind of cross-pollinated was really
Yeah.
interesting. And overall, I loved all of it, enjoyed every minute of it.
It reminds me of the Fifth Element and the fact that there are two people that want desperately to kill each other and they have no idea what they look like or
Yeah.
the fact that they're
Yeah.
even interacting.
I love that. Like where it's like, when is it gonna come
Yeah.
to that like climax culmination? I was shocked that it ended so abruptly, but
Yeah.
I grew to love it after just kind of learning.
After sort of digesting.
Yeah,
it
after
and,
digesting it, it was like they cut off my morphine, and I was like, no,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it was 30-minute episode for the finale.
You're
and
like,
so I was-
no, just
Yeah.
one full hit.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was
So
just like, there
it-
has to be more.
Is it a one-time thing?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I really hope
Right?
not.
Like it doesn't feel like it though.
You think he's gonna do more in this universe?
Well, there's unresolved plot lines for one thing.
Oh, for sure. There's
Yeah,
lots of it.
and but that's a Nicholas Refn film. You know what I mean? He doesn't always do that. He
Yeah,
doesn't-
kills the main character,
Yeah,
leaves a bunch of.
Well, I mean,
subplots.
there's straight up just unresolved plot lines, not even just like unrelated to the main character dying and stuff like that.
To me, the ending was, they were killing all evil, and Miles Teller was part of that evil. First of all, he was a pedophile himself,
Right.
Which is ironic.
Yep.
Yeah.
16 years old, dating. Arguably not as bad as the people he was killing, but arguably still a piece of shit overall.
Right.
Still pretty bad.
And plus, as a police officer,
Yes,
Like-
you shouldn't do that, and also killed a bunch of people, and before he was killing pedophiles, was killing just people. He was a hitman,
Yeah.
and a cop. So he gets eradicated in the end, and that kind of spawns like like when he dies, Yuritsa's like almost absorbing his bad
Yeah.
energy and just like
Yeah.
feeding off of it. And then she starts to eradicate more and more
It
and
like
more.
fuels her.
And everyone starts talking about the coming of the new age, and Jenna Malone has that crazy monologue at the
Yeah.
end where she just
Yeah.
talks about eradication of evil and the birth of innocence. And so it's like, so we have to do all this, and then that was right after her dancing. And to me, that was like a celebration. She's like, yes, like the revolution is here, blah, blah, blah. And then, so it's like Yuritsa and the cartel, I think, she's controlling the cartel boss. So I don't know what
She has the cards.
yeah, basically. I think she's just the birth of innocence, the cleansing,
Yeah.
all that. So, and that's where it leaves us, where it's like this weird ramp up to surrealism,
Right.
and then it cuts it
Right.
off. I'm just like, oh,
Which is amazing in that it's not in your face that like wait till you see what happens next.
Right.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
None of that shit, dude. It's just the story ends where it ends.
yeah.
If there is more story to tell, we'll find out later. But
Yeah.
it's
Right.
there's no like cliffhanger necessarily,
Yeah.
where it's like, all right, like
That's what
It's
I
like
mean.
The Last
let's
of
do
Us,
another
kind
one,
of.
guys. Which I fucking hate about every movie now.
Yeah.
It's that like any tentpole film, like always has to end with like, but wait, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's more story to tell.
Everything
If we
needs a
make enough
perfect-
money, we'll do another one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. The story ends where it ends. Fuck you.
That's and it goes back to what I was saying.
I'll
where
take that any day of the week.
I agree. It's a brief look into, like, to me, it's like this. It's voyeuristic. Like the whole show's kind of voyeuristic.
Absolutely.
And so to me, it's like you peered into this universe briefly, and then we're just like, okay,
Yeah,
and backed
kinda,
out.
yeah.
And it's like that's how it felt to me. Where it was like it didn't have a beginning, middle, end. It was just this brief look and like almost character study of these people, and then just backed out.
Yep.
And
Love it.
So it's just this little chunk of time that
Well,
you got to witness.
Something I really loved about the show and the episode lengths and just the overall pacing of it was that it was more similar to like a book than it was to like another TV show. Because like one episode, even though it may be like 97 minutes, it might contain less information than the previous 85-minute episode.
Yep.
For sure.
Sort of like how a chapter of a book could be 12 pages and the next one could be 45 pages.
Yeah,
Shit
and
like
that kind of freedom only comes from a long form like this.
Exactly.
You can't do this.
And
in-
only on Netflix, Amazon. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, you would not be able to see this on television,
No.
no,
and it would not be as good.
no.
You know what I mean?
Shout outs to
Exactly.
Amazon for
Yeah,
fucking
for real.
like
Fucking-
for real. Shout out to Amazon for real letting him loose.
Yeah,
like
just go.
just fucking do
Give
what
him
you do, brother.
billions.
Yeah,
Like-
do what you do. Make us a fucking Nicholas Refn series.
And I think they asked him, like, so do you have anything in mind for what you wanted to do? And I think he just gave them Neon Demon, like,
Fuck yeah.
this is what I'm gonna do. Fucker.
And they're like, oh,
well, they financed Neon Demon.
yeah.
oh, they did.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Oh,
Amazon
that's awesome.
Studios.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like, so do you have any idea what you want to do for the series? And it's just like, he just shows him the scene of like
The hand job?
the hand
You're
job,
rich
or-
is spitting in Jesus' mouth.
yeah, something like this, but long form.
And they're like,
They're
And
like,
it's gonna
here's
last
10 billion.
13 hours.
They're like, okay, here's fucking $500 million. I wonder if budget info is available for this. Do you know or no?
I have no idea.
We should try.
All right.
All right. Shall we?
no idea.
Yeah, news or anything?
Yeah. I got some news. Oh, just one little tidbit. Okay, so
Hit the drop.
wait. News.
News.
Guys,
All right.
That was dog coughing. He's all good.
Mister.
I thought that was part of the drop for a second. He was like, "Did-did-din, did-did-din, news." It was you just going news.
I like it. I'm down with that.
No,
No,
mister.
Okay. Good Omens is a show that is. It has to do with. Okay, so it's written by the fucking guy that did American Gods. I forgot his name.
Oh, Terry Pratchett or Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman. So it's a show about that. What?
Just
Oh, that
knows
he
random
knows that.
shit.
It has
Always.
to do with like Satan and the devil and like religion and shit like that. But it's like a really funny take on it.
I heard it's really good.
It's It's supposed to be really good. Christians got together and signed a petition to have the show canceled and removed from Netflix.
Meanwhile, the Westboro Baptist Church.
Well, here's the thing. It's on Amazon.
A private company, right?
No, they
They
petitioned to have it removed from Netflix. It's an Amazon show, and they wanted it canceled. It's a mini series, so the only season is done.
You did it! You did it! It's not on Netflix and it's over.
Yeah,
You can
Netflix-
go home now.
I bet Netflix is really good with their social media.
Dude,
and
they
stuff.
did.
Did they comment on
They
it?
did.
Yeah, what did they say?
they said something like
Fucking
Fuck,
It
idiots.
said assalamu alaikum.
said "Hail Satan." No, I don't know what they said.
They're like-
They did comment on it. They like retweeted it and were like,
Check out this black metal documentary.
"Hey, something like, yeah, it's not on our platform anymore." Some shit like that.
Right.
That's funny. Shout out to them. That's double stupid.
Hey.
So they petitioned the wrong company.
Yep.
And they petitioned for something that it's done already. It's a miniseries that was one and done.
Over 25,000 signatures.
Bone apple tea.
Shout out Christianity. Doing God's work.
Yeah, doing God's work.
Doing God's work.
Really doing the right thing.
Yeah.
People don't have clean drinking water in Flint, Michigan. Still.
Hey, go
To this
and
day.
watch. Fuck. Damn. Comedic timing's gone. Fuck it.
Go watch fucking Kirk Cameron and Left Behind.
I was gonna say, what's the fucking Catholic Church movie we just watched?
Oh, Spotlight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was about
yeah.
to go watch Spotlight. Maybe
The
get
one
a-
that won all the awards.
Yeah.
It's fucking great, though.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
Have we not seen it?
You didn't see it?
I watched it.
You didn't like it?
I mean, it's old news.
Yeah,
People, it's been like 100 years. People are like, that.
Yeah, but it's a story about the exposing of it. This is in the 90s. This is like pre when it was like common knowledge. The point of the movie is that it's common knowledge to you because of them is my point. That they were the snowball effect. They were the snowball effect that started this off.
What about Sinead O'Connor?
I don't know who that is. Oh,
The woman that ripped off the Pope's face on SNL. She was performing live on SNL.
She's been blacklisted since then. Her career was tarnished.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Live on SNL. It's SNL.
like 91.
Live on SNL.
She pulls out a picture of the Pope and rips it as she's singing.
That's awesome.
And she's from Ireland.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
She's like, "Fuck you,
Like
motherfucker."
like in the middle of the IRA war. Like,
But
Hell yeah.
that knowledge wasn't common at the time, so she was blacklisted, and her music's never been on the radio anymore. Her career was just fucking shit after.
Imagine being like the broadcast producer on SNL and watching all the monitors and you see that happen. And just like it'd probably be something like this. Just like, all right, cut to camera one. What the fuck,
dude, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
hearing Norm Macdonald say fuck. They're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, just like, oh, what the fuck was that? They're like, like, not that they don't agree with it, but it's just like, oh, come on, like,
Right.
they're like, God damn it. They're like, then there's someone editing for the East Coast or the West Coast with like
Yeah.
the delay. Like someone's just like, I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting it
yeah.
out. And then before it gets to
fucking
the
sporadically dragging and
Well, do you remember after the, what is it, Super Bowl 38 that Justin Timberlake and...
Super Bowl 30. Yeah,
talking about the nipple mishap.
yeah. After that...
just pulled her titty out.
That's what created like the 7-second delay in live events for network TV is because that
Yeah.
That's approximately the amount of time it takes to pull out a titty.
approximately.
Yeah.
I've tested
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. All right, so that was news.
That was news.
All right, let's play a game.
Let's do it.
You want to do budget for this
Sure.
this show?
I'll fucking lose because I don't know fucking.
The show was on Amazon, so maybe
Oh, yeah,
she will
you're right.
know. Maybe our co-host will help us out.
How does this fucking just go away? Just go away.
What are you doing?
All right, there it is.
You ready?
Yeah.
You want to do budget for Too Old to Die Young? And
Yeah,
we'll see
let's
if
give
she
it a
knows
shot.
Yeah,
Let's give it a
do
shot.
All right. Budget game.
Mother fricker.
It's like Price is Right, but for movie
for a
budgets.
whole series.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 episodes. I'm gonna go.
Seems loud.
Does it?
I don't know. It's not loud enough.
I feel like I can't tell whether I'm overshooting it or undershooting it, but I want to go 65 million.
That's an undershoot, in my opinion.
65 million?
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say like 45. Truthfully.
I guess I'll go 100. I mean, I could go 66 and be a dick, but I'll say 100. I think it's
Thanks.
I think it's like 100 or 200 million. That was
Damn.
what I would guess. But all right, let's see if she knows. Alexa, what is the budget for Too Old to Die Young?
I don't know that one.
All right, good game, guys.
You fucking bitch.
That was fun. Josh, you gonna look it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me. All right. I talk while I type things.
Somebody has to talk. So what's been going on in your life, Alex?
Fucking.
Just kidding. Don't give a shit.
Yep. Figured.
Hurry the fuck up, Josh. Producer on the show.
Shoestring budget.
One job. One job. One job. I will acapella the Too Old to Die Young soundtrack while we wait.
Definitely don't want a full article. It's not available.
Come on, feel the noise. Girls rocking boys.
All right, good game, guys.
Wild, wild.
Let's do budget for the Neon Demon.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
Kick it off.
I'm going to go ahead and say 20 million.
I need music. Thank you.
Did you watch the Neon Demon?
No. I've seen parts.
Dude, you need to see it.
Yeah. I'm probably going to watch it directly after this.
You should, dude.
12 million. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll say 15.
Alexa, how much was the budget for the Neon Demon?
The Neon Demon cost an estimated $7 million to
What
make.
the
Wow.
Just leaving.
So I'm a winner.
So if you can't tell by that, I won.
I won that one.
Solid.
Wow.
Good game. Let's do another Refn film.
Surprisingly low.
Let's
okay.
keep it up.
Yeah.
What's the
Only God Forgives or Drive.
Drive? Yeah, let's do Drive. That
Yeah.
seems simple enough. Okay. Drive cost $3 million to make.
Really?
I was going to lowball hard considering Neon
Yeah,
Demon was
yeah.
so low, too.
Shit. 10. Yeah, I don't know.
5 million.
I said 3. You said 5.
Mm-hmm.
10.
10. Okay.
Alexa, what was the budget for Drive?
This might answer your question. Drive cost an estimated $15 million to make.
Whoa.
Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks
you win
for your
again?
feedback.
Nice. 2 for 2 on Refn. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
One more. One more
Let's
reference.
do, we could do Only God Forgives, or we could do that weird apocalyptic movie he did early. Forgot what it's called. Ragnarok or some shit?
No.
Huh?
It's not like Ragnarok. It's called something like that. I don't
Alexa, how many horses died in charge of the Light Brigade?
Here's something I found from the article Charge of the Light Brigade on Wikipedia. A number of individuals who died during 1916-17 were thought to be the last survivor of the Charge of the Light Brigade.
Not as funny as I thought it'd be.
Well, she. Those people dying on a movie set was not as funny as I thought it'd be. She almost had that. She like almost had a point fact.
She almost had a fucking clue.
She's like a 3-year-old telling a story.
Do you remember when how I said that?
When you could do anything?
Have you ever had a dream? Okay. What are we doing?
Only God Forgives?
Only God Forgives.
Only God forgives.
All right.
Sure.
Last one. Let's do it. Let's see if he can defend his title. Alex,
Come get it, mother frickers.
Only God forgives cost.
let me go first. You went first last time.
All right.
Only God Forgives. $12 million.
$13 million. Go fuck yourself.
18 million.
All right. Alexa, how much did Only God Forgives cost to make?
Only God Forgives cost an estimated $4,800,000
What
to
the
make.
I won that one. Nice.
Well done.
$4 million for that one? Wild.
His budgets are all over the goddamn place.
Only
much-
Gosh Forgives.
How much do you think Gosling takes out of that each movie? Jesus.
Like 3 million.
It's a passion project. It's a passion project.
Hi.
You know he's only doing it for like $200,000.
Doing it for the art house clout.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right.
He's like, oh, I only get $200,000 for this? Right.
God. What's he up to nowadays?
He hasn't done something in a while.
I saw a picture of him the other day from when he was supposed to be in The Lovely Bones. Did you ever hear about that?
No.
He gained 60 pounds to play the father in The Lovely Bones and then got too fat, and then they went and hired Mark Wahlberg to play the dad instead.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Actor game Ryan Gosling. You ready? Only God Forgives. Wait. I don't like that one.
Whatever. There we go. Drive.
The Notebook.
What Lies Beyond the Pines or some shit like that.
I know.
A Place Beyond the Pines.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
There's one on the tip of my tongue, but I don't think I know the name of it. I don't want to give you a clue, so I won't describe it, but I'm out.
So you're out, but you won't give a clue to describe it. Yeah, I'm out. I don't know.
The Nice Guys.
Oh, damn
Nice.
nice.
Good job, Josh. What's the movie with Steve Carell? Where he plays like a charismatic...
I forgot the title of that movie.
It's not 40-Year-Old Virgin, but it's very similar.
I don't remember at all. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like...
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Alexa, what movie did Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell star in?
I know about 3 Ryan Gosling movies which star Steve Carell. They're Crazy, Stupid, Love,
Crazy,
The Big
Stupid,
Short, and The Big Short. Unlikely heroes, the characters of The Big Short.
What the fuck?
Oh, it must be like a little
yeah, like
documentary
a
thing.
featurette or
Oh,
something.
okay. She's like, The Big Short, characters, The Big
Right,
Short.
yeah.
Like, is she having a stroke?
Fucking synapse firing. Alexa's becoming sentient.
She's like, I can't. Too much AI machine learning. Okay, it was Crazy Stupid Love. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Cool. Are we going to end the show, I guess? Okay. I was like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Fun
Go watch
stuff.
that show if you have not.
Go watch...
We didn't spoil a whole lot, to
No.
be completely honest.
The overall spoiling would be in the execution of it. So even us telling you the plot points would be minor spoilers.
Yeah, there's too much that happens.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show. Hopefully you do. If not, we'll never be close friends with you.
Yep.
Follow us on Instagram.